Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, how are you guys? So question number 1 is 15% of 20. 20 is a number and we have to find out what is the 15% of this 20. So simply apply the same strategy. 15%, convert this percentage sign into a fraction or get rid of this percentage sign. So 15 is here and percent means per means divide, cent means 100. Of means in mathematics multiply times 20, and if there is no number at the bottom of this 20, it carry a number 1. So now apply the rule of simplification. So this 0 will be cancelled out with this 0, and 1 times 2 is 2 and 5 times 2 is 20, or simply 5 times 20 is 100, right? So write the new equation, which is 15 over 5 times 1 over 1. So can this further be simplified? Yes, this fraction can be further simplified on the times table of 5. So we are getting 3 over 1 times 1 over 1. Now simply multiply these fractions, multiply numerators with numerators and denominator values with denominators. So this will be giving us 3 over 1, and our final answer is 3 over 1, or simply 3, right? So the 15% of number 20 is 3. Moving on to the next question, which is finding the 2% of 250. So 2 per means divide, cent means 100, of means times, and this is 250, and if there is no number at the bottom, it carry a value 1 in the denominator. So start simplifying. This number will be simplified with this 0. Both of these two zeros cancel each other, and here we can further simplify this with the times table of 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and 2 times 5 is 10. So we can also simplify these two numbers. So 1 times 2 is 2 and 1 times 2 is 2. Write the new equation, which is 1 over 1 times 5 over 1. So the final answer we are getting is 5 over 1, or simply 5. So 2% of 250 is 5. I hope you have got the concept. Okay, moving on to the next question, finding the 80% of 1.65. So simply we have to convert this percentage or get rid of this percentage sign by dividing it by 100. Per means divide, cent means 100, of means times, and this is 1.65. so we can also get rid of this decimal value. So this will become, replacing this decimal point, we are going to write 1 underneath it, and after that there are how many digits? 2 digits. So write 2 number of zeros, right? Now simply we are going to multiply these numbers, or check if we can simplify any of these numbers. So this 0 is going to be simplified with this 0. Now simply multiply numerators with numerators and denominator values with denominators. So 8 times 165 will give us 1320, and 10 times 100 is 1000. So this 0 is going to be cancelled out with this 0. So value we are left with us is 132 over 100. Excuse me. Since our final answer is, our question was in the decimal value, so it is better to write your answer in the form in which question has been written, right? So 132 divided by 100 will give us 1.32. So this is our final answer. 80% of 1.65 is 1.32. Moving on to the next question. Question number 4, answer is already written there for verification. So let's just solve this question. 49 is what percent of 75? So all we need to do is to transform this English statement into its mathematical representation. So 49 is here. Is means is equal to what? So what, this is a thing that is unknown or we have to find out. So we simply write x Put the percentage sign as it is. Of means times and 75. So this is how we are going to interpret this statement into its mathematical equation, right? Now we need to find out the value of x. So start solving it from here. 49 is equal to x. Per means divide, cent means 100, percent means divided by 100, times 75. Now since we need to find out the value of x, extra things over here are this 100 and 75. So we need to get rid of these values, or we need to shift these values towards other side of the equation. So write 49 here, and then this 100 is dividing on this side. So once I'm going to shift it towards other side of the equation, it will get multiplied, right? And this 75 is multiplying on this side of an equation. So once you're going to shift it towards other side, it will get divide, right? Now we simply need to solve this equation, and the value left on the right side is simply x. So now we can simplify these values on a times table of 25. So this will give us 3 times 25 is 75, and 4 times 25 is 100. So write the new equation, which is 4 times 49 over 3. Can this value be further simplified or not? So if no, we can multiply these values. So 49 times 4 is equal to 196 divided by 3. Now if we are going to divide it by 3, we are getting our final answer as 65.333, and it's keep on moving. So this is our final answer. So this is our final answer, which is 65.333, and don't forget to put the percentage sign here. So 49 is 65.33% of 75, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. What is 150% of 18? So what means x? This is the value we need to find out. Is means is equal to sign 150, and then we have percent. Per means divide, cent means 100, of means times 18. So we have successfully transformed this statement into the mathematical equation. Now we simply need to find out the value of x. So this 0 is going to be cancelled out with this 0. If there is no number at the bottom of this 18, it carry a value 1. So start simplifying further. 2 times 5 is 10, and 3 times 5 is 15. And okay, let's just write the new equation. After then we can simplify further to keep things neat and clean. Okay, can this further be simplified? Yes, these two numbers can be simplified. So 1 times 2 is 2, 9 times 2 is 18. So write the new equation, which is 3 times 9. So that is equal to 27. So 27 is 150% of number 18, right? So this is our final answer. Okay, next is what percent of 440 is 286? So what means x? Unknown value that we have to find out. Percent means per means divide, cent means 100, of means times 440, is means is equal to sign, and then we have 286, right? Now we need to find out the value of x. Let's just simplify these zeros here. Now we need to shift the extra things over here, which are 10 and 44, towards other side of the equation. So x is equal to 286. Now this 10 is dividing on the left side. Once I'm going to shift it towards other side, it will get multiplied. This 44 is multiplying on one side, so when we are going to move or shift it towards other side, it will get divide. right? This is a simple rule of moving values or shifting values from one side of the equation to other side of the equation. And then we have is, if there is no number at the bottom, it carry a value 1. So now you just need to solve these values. So 286 times 10 will give you 2860 and divided by 44. 2860 divided by 44. The value we are getting here is 65. And since we need to find out what percent, so this will become 65%, right? So 65% of 440 is 286. I hope you have got the concept. Okay, one more thing, let me tell you, whenever we are going to move values from one side of the equation towards other side of the equation, so what we have to do in that case, so this is an equality sign, this is the left hand side of the equation, this is right hand side of the equation. So if the numbers are adding on the one side, and once you're going to shift it towards other side, so positive will change into a negative value. If the number is subtracting on one side and you want to shift it towards other side of the equation, it change into a positive value. Means now you have to add those values, right? If the numbers are multiplying on one side and you have to move them towards other side, it will get divide. And if the number is dividing on one side and you have to shift it towards other side of the equation, it will get multiplied, right? So keep these four things in your mind while shifting or moving values from one side of the equation towards other side of the equation. So positive and negative values are interchanged with each other, and multiplication and division values are interchanged with each other, right? Okay, next, moving on to question number 7. So 92% of what number is 345? So this is 92. Per means divide, cent means 100, of means times. What number? This is the unknown value that we have to find out, so simply write x. Or in order to not to get confused between these two signs, we can also simply put a dot. Dot also means multiplication. And what number? So this is x. Is means is equal to sign, and number after that we are having is 345. Now we simply need to find out the value of x. Keep this x here. Now this 100 is dividing on one side. Once I'm going to move it towards other side, it will get multiplied. Remember that rule. And this 92 is at the top or multiplying. Once you shift it towards other side, it will get divide or moves to the bottom. Right, now we simply need to multiply these numbers, and in order to find out the value, so this will give us 345 times 100 is 34,500 divided by 92. So the value we are getting here is, let's just solve it, 34,500 divided by 92. So the value we are getting is 375. So 375 is our final answer, right? Okay, moving on to the last question of our today's session. 105 is equal to 42. Percent means divided by 100. Of means times. And what number is basically, so I can write this times as a dot, and what number is x. So we simply need to find out the value of x, shift the extra numbers over towards other side of the equation, so it will get switched. So this will become 105 times 100 over 42. So this is 42 over 100 on this side. So once I'm going to shift it towards other side, it will become 100 over 42, right? Now simply solve these numbers and let's see what's the value we are getting here. So 105 times 100 and then divide it by 42. So the answer is 250. So 105 is 42% of 250. This is our final answer. I hope you have got the concept. That's it over today's session. Stay blessed, be happy, keep smiling, and thank you guys once again for watching and learning here. Keep learning and stay safe out there. See you after.